Hello, I'm Brandon with Upshift Online, and today we're going to do something a little bit different and talk about something other than motorcycles. One of the more important tools in our arsenal of things that we use to produce our magazine is our van. Obviously, it's our core transportation for long road trips. It's easy to kind of make the assumption that we use motorcycles to go everywhere, and it's just not really practical because we have to carry light boxes and batteries and lots of equipment. And some of the things we do, we have multiple bikes for one or two people, so we have to carry a lot of stuff. And the van really makes that possible. And we were able to partner up with our local dealership, which is Kendall Ford of Meridian. And they helped us out a ton on getting us into a 2019 Ford Transit with a 3.5 liter EcoBoost. It's the long and tall version, so it's the biggest one they make. And it's been a really great addition to our toolbox and our daily operation and what we do. And we can't thank Kendall Ford of Meridian enough. And we just want to go through this thing tip to tail and make sure you know what we did. So probably the first thing you notice on this van is the lift kit and the wheels and tires. It is not a four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive version. We did not convert it, and it's 2019, so the all-wheel drive is not available yet. What we did is we sourced out a lift kit. It's just a 2-inch lift kit from Agile Off-Road. So Kendall Ford did install it and source it. And what it does is it actually gives the overall van a 2-inch lift, but with the tires and wheels, we have an overall 3-inch height increase. So it's actually a significant difference. In addition to the lift, we actually spec'd the Agile kit that has the Fox 2.0, the rear suspension kit, that has the Fox 2.0 shocks that are actually tuned specifically for the Ford Transit. This helps with a lot of stability and just keeps it from wanting to wallow all over the road and move around. It actually tracks a lot better, drives a lot better, handles off-road much, much better. So we're very pleased with that. So for the wheels, we spec'd the Black Rhino Journey wheel in a 17. Black Rhino did partner up with us on these and give us a really great deal, so big thanks to them. To the Journey wheel, we mounted the Falcon Wild Peak AT. The tires are sized in a 245/70/17, and they're a little bit more of an off-road tire. We typically spec'd the Bridgestone KO2s for our personal vehicles in the past. We did some research, and a lot of guys are running these on their vans first and foremost, but secondly, they're actually part of the Dunlop group, which is a big supporter of Upshift, so big thanks to them. These tires roll really good down the road. We've actually been really surprised. They're quiet, they're really stable, and we're actually on a pretty muddy dirt road right now, and they're really good. They've actually been biting really well, and we're happy with them. On the rack, we chose Aluminess, which is a company out of California, building aluminum racks and ladders for vans. They do a ton of van products for not only the Transit, but for the Sprinters and the Dodge product as well. In this one, we spec'd out their touring version with the perforated aluminum rack. And that rack allows us to actually get up on top and set up tripods or sleep if we need to, and also carry our easy ups and big bins and things of that nature. So it really increases the volume of our van for carrying gear. Aluminess also makes a number of bumpers, and in our case we chose a light bar for the front of the van, which really kind of cleans up the front end. It adds a kind of a dimension to it, so it feels a little more aggressive and looks better, but it also gives us platform for auxiliary lighting, which is really handy for us when we're doing some long trips out on desolate roads and dirt roads. In addition, the rack that is from Aluminess has a mounting bar for additional lights, which we spec'd all of our lighting from Baja Designs. So on the light bar, we mounted 2 Baja Designs Squadron Sport. They're configured in a driving combo. There's 4 LEDs in each. 2 of them are for a wide pattern, and 2 of them are in a spot, so it reaches out a fair amount. On the rack, we spec'd the Baja Designs S8 LED light bar. It's a 40-inch version, so it's basically 4 10-inch banks. This is a driving combo as well, so it's a mixture of spot and wide. The S8 light bar actually comes in at 6,300 lumens, so it's a ton of light. We'll link below. There's some details on this we definitely want to expand on, but it's going to be too time consuming in the video. Also from Baja Designs, we installed 3 S2 Sport in the work and scene mode or scene configuration. These lights really just throw a really broad beam of light right in the vicinity of the rear doors as well as the sliding door. So it allows us to get changed and load up and make sure that all of our equipment's accounted for, so we can get out of there in one piece, and it's actually a really nice addition for us and how we work. One of the bigger additions to this van, and one of the more useful ones for us, is the crew van kit, which is a second row of seating. And that second row seating is also a bulkhead, so it's basically cutting off the front from the rear and creating a passenger compartment. And that has done a lot for us in terms of road noise, just comfort in general, and being able to, especially in the winters here in Idaho, just being able to heat the cab a little bit quicker. When it was a full cargo van, heating that thing up it took hours. So being able just to drive around with a smaller compartment up front that's a lot quieter and warmer has made a big difference for us. Plus we can carry more people. And the crew van kit is also National Transportation Safety certified, so we can insure it. There's a lot of things to it. We actually produce a completely different video just for that, and we'll link below for that video specifically so you can get more information on it, because if you're getting into the van world or getting interested in the van, that's a big upgrade for you. One of the best things we've found for the van is the bolted on wheel chock system. Really simple, utilizes all the stock hookup points, the stock D-rings that are part of the cargo floor of the transits from the factory. It's just a couple of big J-bolts that hand tighten, so you can take it in, take it out really easy. It does work with the crew van kit really easily. We just had to cut it down a little bit from the stock transit configuration from bolted on. Bolted on also makes these really handy rear cargo door handles that just bolt right into factory bolt holes. They also have tabs on them for storing extra tie-down straps, and there's even a cutout for the factory light switch, so it's super clean and really efficient. This thing started off as just a plain white cargo van, tip to tail, nothing special about it. It's just a blank canvas. So really fortunate to have Chris Glasswell on our team, and he's a very talented designer, and he came up with a wrap for us, and it's a pretty distinctive design. We call it Shamu the Moto Van. We'll probably get sued by Shamu for trademark infringement on that one, but Creative Wraps actually here in the Boise area, CUNA specifically, came up with the final outcome and did the install, and we're pretty happy with how it looks and feels. We get a lot of comments going down the road, so keep an eye out for us. So a big thank you to Kendall Ford and Meridian. They went above and beyond to make this really easy for us. They handled a lot of the logistics and the planning to get everything done and sourced. And they made it really affordable for us because we are a very small business, and this was a stretch for us, but they made it work. And those guys are awesome. Make sure you contact Jacob Blewett, who is really the guy behind all of their commercial stuff, and he's the one who drove this thing for us. And we'll link below all the information on this van, Jacob's email address, Kendall's website, as well as all the products and brands that were involved. And we'll make sure you have all the information you need, because the van industry is blowing up, and we definitely want to make sure that this is a good resource for you if you're interested in getting into a van.